Hey guys, Jason Gressman here, another episode of The Pipeline. Thanks for tuning in, trying to pipeline Christ across North Dakota and anywhere that would have us. Just want to take an opportunity to talk a little bit about branding on Saturday for the last time. Now, on Monday, we talked about what your brand was. On Tuesday, we talked about the idea of when the world dumps on you. And yesterday, we talked about the idea of a well-oiled machine. And so I want to piggyback yesterday's a little bit with the idea of a first-timer going to branding. There is a secret to be had to everyone who's a first-timer. I told you before that you should never invite yourself. You've got to be invited. It's kind of a big deal because people know their roles and they do their roles, and then when they invite people, they need them for specific things. But I'm going to save a lot of you guys a lot of heartache. If you have never been to a branding and you know people know what they're doing and they ask you, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. You're the entertainment. What I mean is you get to the end of the day and you look around and you come to a realization that you're the clown. And that's something you got to sit on. So what I love about it is the first time I was invited to go, I was absolutely the entertainment. They invited me because I was a pastor, because I may have grown up on property and the rest, but I wasn't a farmer, I wasn't a rancher, didn't have any background with those types of animals. The property we had, my dad used for hunting and fishing, that was it. So they knew when they invited me that I didn't have the background when it came to farming and ranching, and so they knew I was the entertainment. And then you come to the realization while you're there that you're the clown. So once that happens, though, you get a little bit under your belt, you have a good time, everybody laughs it off. And what I'm talking about when you're the clown, if you've never done it, there's a right way to wrestle and there's a wrong way. There's a right way to hold the front and there's a wrong way. There's a right way to hold the back end. That's an important one. And there's a right way to make sure that you work together with the right person. Now, having the right person to help wrestle with you and hold it down, that's the key right there. Because if you watch a bunch of people and they get the wrong partner, one of them gets beat up the whole time because the calf is kicking or rolling or just jumping around. They can't hold them down. And it becomes rough on that person because their other team member just isn't doing their job. But there's something about it when someone is willing to take you under their wing. When they're willing to get out of their box and legitimately show you something, it is actually a wonderful picture of the idea of discipleship. So I found myself in 2 Timothy 2, verse 2, and it says, "You have heard me teach in front of many witnesses. Pass on to men you can trust the things you've heard me say. Then they will be able to teach others." This is where Paul is talking to Timothy, and he's saying, find good, trustworthy people and teach them to share the gospel. Teach them about Jesus. Teach them how to follow Jesus and teach them how to teach others to follow Jesus. This is a multiplication verse in the Bible. This is something that every believer is commanded and challenged to do. Our role, introduce people to Jesus, and the second part, help them follow him. Help them gain an obedience to the Lord. And the only way that can happen is if we have it first. The only way we're going to get good at it is we got to be the clown. So once you realize you're the clown, once you realize you're the entertainment, work with it, run with it, figure out the best way to get through it. And the more and more you learn, the better and better you get at it. So in the end, it's not a bad thing to be the entertainment, but when you realize that you're the clown, just take it. Thanks for tuning in. See you down the pipeline.